Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberal Tarot. I'm Sherry, and I want to do something a little bit different in today's readings. Usually, I try to just stick very much to, world events and the news, but I happened across a post on social media that really intrigued me. And let me just read this to you here, real quick. It is, and it's also going to be the thumbnail. I'm going to put it on as the thumbnail of this video. Elon Musk's grandfather was a member of the Technocracy Incorporated, which was a movement until 1941 when it was outlawed as a fascist group. Their plan was to end democracy and to unify the American continent to control Greenland, Canada, and Panama. And the map shows it going from, it's like Greenland all the way down through Canada, the United States, Mexico, through, the Central America, all the way down to Panama. Does that sound familiar? And so I saw that and I was like, oh, that's like so many things on social media. Do is that just, propaganda? What is that? And so I did some research because I want to stay away from the conspiracy theories. And I feel like I'm kind of, circling around that, conspiracy theory drain, when I was looking at this. But I found some really interesting things. Like, yeah, no, this was actually a thing. This was actually his maternal grandfather thought that that scientists should be in charge, and scientists and like what we see today, like the technology should be in charge, and that sounds very, very familiar. However, I agree that we should listen to the scientists, but at the same time, not this wrecking ball whatever that Musk is doing, like not in a fascist way. We could still do what the scientists say in a democracy. So, and then I came across this article in the New Yorker, and it goes through this whole thing that that's kind of his up. His grandfather died in 1971, and Musk was born in 71, and his grandfather died in 74. It was anyway. Musk would have been very young at the time. So, but this is his mother's father that thought this. So I'm sure that, this was the environment in which Musk was raised in, was this idea that the wealthy and, the technocrats should be the ones ruling the world, and that we needed to have a unified North American continent. And so, because everyone's like, why is Trump, like, why? Why is he wanting to do all of this? Where did he get this from? Well, it's looking like he's getting this from Musk. So I just want to look into this to see, like, is that, because it would explain a lot. Is this what they're trying to do? Are they really thinking that they can unify North America with them, as the head here? So with that being said, let's just look at this technocracy. Is this what Musk is trying to do? Is he trying to fulfill his grandfather's wishes, his dream here? As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Is this what they're trying to do? Very quickly, they thought they were going to bring this is just my quick card. And it's just like a bunch of things all at once, very quickly. Trump, they're trying to, yes, I think this is, I always get this. This is a leader, but since we're talking about Trump, it's not a positive leader. I never read these in positive ways because he's such a negative energy there. So Mad King Don thinking, oh yeah, this is a great idea. I am going to be the emperor of North America. I mean, why be happy with just, being president of the United States when you can be emperor of, the world or North America, or however he's seeing it. So this was a pretty quick sell to Trump. He liked the sounds of all that, and he wants to be the one in control. But usually I get this as the people are the ones controlling the orange beast. So we'll see if if I don't see him being successful. I see constraints being put on him, but let's I'll continue putting cards out here. And this is just transformation. He honestly thought that he was going to be able to achieve this. The betrayal to our country, betrayal to our allies, just betrayal. And that's the energy coming, this is kind of like the recent past, which we've seen this. We've seen, all of the betrayal and the two sides coming together. This could be, like he's doing this with Musk. This was the whole MAGA movement here. Trying to, the red hats. Let's see, where am I here? Yeah. So yeah, I was just looking at this going, oh my. Yeah. I mean, I think Musk was able to sell this. It was not a hard sell. All he had to do was tell Trump, you could be Emperor of North America. And he was like, okay, let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. And, can we wrap Project 2025 up in that as well? So, are they going to be successful? Dear Grandpa wasn't, so, is Trump and Musk going to be successful in their little quest here? Page of Pentacles. Pages are not people in strong positions. It's about, somewhat about the money, security. They're saying it's for security reasons, and we've heard that from Trump. We have to have Greenland for security reasons. Okay, why? So, security reasons. And Musk this is Musk. He can't be the President of the United States, so he has aligned himself to get what he wants. That's what this is. He's willing to take a little bit, he's willing to take a back seat right now, but he's the one pulling the strings here. And, Putin loves the idea too. This is a great idea. This explains a lot. And if you look at this technocracy thing, that explains so much of what they're trying to do, decisions being made for that. And they're just, if this was, I don't have a tarot deck that has chainsaws in it, but I do have one that has swords. This is exactly what Musk is doing to our government. Just going in and slashing everything, breaking everything apart. So that's what this is. Of Musk doing that. The actions taken, and this is one of, it should be, like, I did another previous reading, and this should be the people are happy, but in the negative sense here, because, we're talking about Musk, there's nothing positive here. This is one of, they're just having a big old party. This is one of excess. This is one of abuse. This is one of just the emotions are in control, not the person. And that, reported ketamine use, it's just, there's nothing good here. And the cups absolutely could be indications of drug abuse, especially when you get that swords with it. So, take that for what that's worth, entertainment purposes only. But this is Musk breaking everything. And, not only is he happy about it, he's just delirious about it. Wanting to go in take this world into a completely new direction. Walking away from everything known into something unknown. Okay? And King of Swords, Putin. Putin's happy. He was all on board with this. He liked that idea. Okay? Oh my. So, are they going to be successful? I think I asked that on this, if they were going to be successful, and I was getting like this was Musk's idea, and their hope. The aces are at the beginning. They're at the beginning stages of this. They haven't completed it, but they're at the beginning stages of it. So is he going to be stopped? Yes. I asked if they were going to be stopped, and that was the very first card that comes up. This is putting an end to something. This could be the legal. There could be legal ramifications for this. I hope there are. There could be the court cases that put a stop to it. And I keep saying it's not just one thing. It is so many things that are coming together in this country that come to a head that really are. This is what's going to be. It's going to take a lot of things to bring them down, but they're not going to succeed. Okay, this is not a "you've succeeded" card. This is you've been stopped. Heavy burden. Is that the 10? Yeah, 10. They want it all. Both of these are 10s. Like, not stopping until they get it all, but, they are stopped. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. This is a karma. This is a card of karma. It's, the hand here, turns the wheel, and we, the people right now, this is where we are, but those oligarchs, they're up here, and boy, karma's a bitch. So yeah, this is not, the wheel keeps turning. Whoever's on top today will not be tomorrow. That's the feeling from this card. Things of, something being offered. And it's something of value, something of value being offered. I wonder if this is like, you get your country back, here you go, Canada. Sorry about that. Sorry, Greenland. There's going to be like this world tour of apologies from the United States. King of Wands, somebody who is looking out into the future. This is not Musk. It's not Trump, and it is not Putin. This is the King of Wands. This is somebody looking out into the future. This is somebody new. And with this Ace of Pentacles, coming up, this is somebody who can right that ship. This is somebody, a new leader. This is a new leader. And, Knight of Cups is those offerings of friendship. And now this can also be false friends. This could be, somebody, this could be, don't trust, anything that's said. However, because of what I was asking, does this stop? Are they stopped? Is this, they're not going to succeed, are they? This world takeover, are they going to be stopped? And the very first card was the 10 of Swords. Absolutely. They are being stopped. And it's that ending is coming from so many different directions. It's like everything converges at once. And we end up, this is like we end up with a new leader who's taking us, who's like, I really get this idea of, a world tour of apology here, saying, sorry, the United States kind of, we lost our minds for a moment, but we're back, and we're gonna pull this back together, into a sane world order. And this is what's coming in is karma. And, karma she will have the last word here. So when can I'm curious about when. We always want to know when, and I know time in tarot is really, difficult. We know that, but I'm going to ask anyway. When can we expect this just absolute insanity to come to an end? And with when, whenever I ask when, and this is the card that comes up, this is telling me this is not a long-lasting situation that we're in. It feels like freaking forever right now. It's like, are we even to, March 20th yet? January, February. It's been like, what, 2, maybe 3 months? It's been the longest, 10 years, decade we've lived, and it's just these past few months. So this is a card of completion. This is one, and I asked when. And this is like, it's almost like the wheels are already, like this Wheel of Fortune, this does not stop. And and also Major Arcana and circles, these circles, things coming to a completion. So this is telling me like, it's already in the works. I think that whenever history, looks back, we're going to be able to look back and see, okay, these were the things that stood out that brought this to an end. Okay, I was just going to do 3 cards. When 2, we can't see it yet because we're in the middle of it. It's really hard to see a way out of the chaos whenever, you're steeped in it almost, is what that's feeling like. We can't see that. We're going to start Page of Swords. The beginnings. Okay, this is the beginning. We're starting to see, and things like, the first thing that came out, that I thought of was like the beginnings of seeing, the fight for this is, like Indivisible and 5051 have have now joined forces to promote peaceful protests, that kind of action. Like, we're starting to see the resistance really coalesce into a unified message. Now, if we could just get, some Democratic leadership on board, and I'm not, Bernie and Sanders and AOC doing that tour, yay, wish they were coming to my state. I would go see them. So I live in a red state, come here. So we're starting to see that. We're starting to see that the coalescing of that fight, and that this is going to be, March, I would love to say in 2 days, but I don't know that that's going to be necessarily 2 days, but I'm going to say it sooner rather than later. It's going to be, this is coming to an end. So anything else, anything else we need to know about that? I'll just do 3 cards. If I haven't said it yet, or if you haven't done it, if you could just take a moment and, like this video, I would really appreciate it. Also, subscribe. I'll have the end card coming up with the subscribe button there for you. So anything else we need to know just here at the end of this? Yeah, we're starting to see the beginnings. This is like this is a card of, this is not someone, the Knight of Swords is someone who races into battle. This Knight of Wands, I know it says rods in this deck, but this is the Knight of Wands. This is someone who's like looking at the situation, making the plan, and the messaging. We're just now kind of starting to see, the beginnings of the action, coalescing. The messaging is going to start becoming more succinct, from, and more, unified across the board there. I'm curious as to who this is. If this is a person, or if this is just like the message for our country. But this is like, we move from, okay, the progression here is we start having unified action, grassroots movements. And then the next card that came up was this, which is, a bigger, knights are, they're stronger than the pages. So even more messaging. So you've got the protest, you've got the messaging, like the Bernie Sanders AOC tour that they're doing to red states, swing states. That's kind of what this is. That's that feeling. And then boom, you get like, we're unified. There is definitely a unification message coming out of this. And just one more card here. What do we need to know? Winning at all costs. This, not exactly the card I wanted to end on, but this is somebody who, like, what if they really won? We're looking at this Musk Trump administration, and, they want to win at all costs, but they're going to be stopped. Okay. That 5 this is where we're at right now. We're still in it. We're starting to see our way out of it here, but this is saying, no, you're still very much in it. Yes, you're going to start seeing the signs of hope. Absolutely. It's going to take everybody doing something. You can't do everything, but you can do something. That is, but yeah, we're still very much in this card, that 5 of Swords here. So yeah, let me pull this up here. As I look at this, that was really kind of an interesting reading there that I got going on with that, yeah, this is, Musk is trying to fulfill his grandfather's destiny, and that they're going to be stopped. We're starting to see that, that resistance, as I said, kind of coalesce. So, yeah, stay tuned and know that this is not going to be a forever situation if we continue resisting. If the courts continue to tell him no, if the Democrats will get a, cohesive leadership there with a message of, this is how we're going to stop this. If the people, keep calling, 5calls.org, love that. It's going to take, it's not just one thing, and it's everybody doing something. And when you look at that technocracy thing, that's wild. And that is, when you look at it through that lens, things start making a little bit more sense. Of course, Elon Musk was able to say, hey, I'll give you, however much money you need to, win this presidency. And not only do you get to be president, you get to be emperor of the world. And so, yeah, of course he's going to say yes to that. But we the people prevail, the courts prevail, and that this will not be a long-going thing. So with that being said, thank you for spending some of your time with me. Like, subscribe, and I will keep doing these readings as long as we have the First Amendment. So thank you for joining me, and like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Have a great day.